Christmas and spring ritual to get rid of things we don't need and put what's left in order with easy solutions you can use right now. Welcome a featured expert on A&E's hit show Hoarders, Erica DiMiele. How are you?
Good,
It's
thank you.
so good to see you. We need this.
you.
I was telling you before we went on the air that I trashed like a huge amount of stuff out of my kitchen, just cleaning up my kitchen. Do you think are people kind of natural hoarders?
You know, research shows that some hoarding behaviors, are genetic, but it also is and can be a learned behavior as well. So it just totally depends on the person.
I certainly don't have a house full of stuff like the things that are featured on your show, but I do look at things and think I might use that someday and then stick it in a drawer. What are the thoughts we should replace that thought with?
So I think the key word that I just heard you say was the word someday. Whenever my clients say maybe, I should, or someday, those are triggers for me to kind of gently challenge them, but are you going to? If you should, are you going to? And someday, let's make that day now, or let's say goodbye and part with it.
That's going to be hard, but I'm going to try it. We moved, do you guys remember we were in an old building, then we moved here, and there were things that we took along from the old building. And for some reason, I brought home 2 orange safety vests. And my husband said to me, under what circumstances are you anticipating that we're going to need those?
Yeah, and
I think that was his version of your question.
I love it.
So you've always been organized.
Always.
You're the newest expert on the show,
Yes,
correct?
we're in our 9th season.
That's amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
people can't get enough of this. I mean, for
Yeah.
one thing, it's fun to see the mess and then see it cleaned up, but also to explore the psychology and the emotions behind this. What is your background? How do you get this expertise?
Yeah, so I am a part of ICD, which is the Institute for Challenging Disorganization. I've been in the industry for nearly a decade. I've been in business for almost 4 years.
So you have clients you go and help.
A client base, yes, and I've been in hundreds of hoarded homes. I mean, to a woman who collected 250 porcelain dolls, to an episode of Hoarders that I'm on with a man who hoards 300 plants. So I feel like I've seen it all, but whenever I think I've seen it all, I see something new.
Something else.
And I haven't yet. So.
It really is remarkable. What is the psychology behind hoarding?
Yeah, so hoarding is a brand new disorder in the DSM-5, which is the Mental Health Professional's Guide to Diagnosis. And so in 2013, it became its own disorder and diagnosis. People used to think that it was a part of OCD, but now it is its own disorder with behaviors that define it. So I think what it boils down to is the impairment and loss of function in a person's home. For example, someone can't bathe in their bathtub because it's filled with magazines or newspapers or boxes. Someone can't cook in their kitchen, so they are contained to just using their microwave. I've been in homes where a lot of people just have goat trails in their home and they can barely walk around their house.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Do we know where this comes from? Is there a common experience that people have in their backgrounds?
Yeah, so usually there is a trigger, and as I said, it can be a learned behavior, but usually when I talk to my clients who are severe hoarders, there's a trigger. Either there's a loss, a point of grief, a point of contention somewhere in their life that the hoarding behavior really picked up. But the research has shown that there is a genetic predisposition to these behaviors, and that's why some people have a really hard time getting organized and staying organized, because they can never really grasp innately what it means to actually have their house in order.
It is fascinating. Well, obviously it's fascinating because there have been 9 seasons of this show.
People can't get enough.
Let's take a look at a clip.
Okay.
This is kind of one of the last final rooms that we would love to help you out with. So if you can identify kind of what you see in this room, what stays, what goes, and then we are onto the plants now.
Okay, the 2 chairs are actually almost brand new, but I've kind of used them to throw on. Okay. But they're keepers.
Okay, and then what about the barrels of worms? Why do you have 3 barrels of worms in your living room? What was the objective?
Now you don't understand why I would have 3. Because one of them is red wigglers, and one of them is European night crawlers, and one of them is gray jumpers.
And so then why are they in the living room?
Because they like the company.
They do, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always talk to them when I go feed the fish, and they say, "Don't feed me to the fish."
Okay. Okay, so that's great. I love that you have that interaction with them. Keeping them, or just let them free in the yard?
Well, I don't know. That's a thought. I guess the only logical sequence is to dump them out in the yard.
Okay, so we're going to kind of do an assembly line out of here. What about the plants?
Probably most of them are keep, but
What if we put them under the willow tree?
Well, that'll work.
Okay, let's get started. What do you think?
Okay.
Hi, can I help you?
Whoa. Okay, I don't want to spoil it, but who is that?
No, you'll have to find out on
Oh
Sunday.
my gosh. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay, it does air on Sunday.
It does.
So he had an answer for
Yes.
why his worms were in the house, which I thought was a good question and an interesting answer. Where do you start with somebody?
Yeah, so where I start with someone like that, and he's a wonderful man, but I do rely on the knowledge of the mental health professional that I was working with. And you'll have to find out who the doctor is if you watch on Sunday. She was amazing. And so in any hoarding situation, I think the collaboration between a hoarding specialist like myself and a mental health professional is the magic sauce to really helping someone who hoards to that degree.
Because if they can't get down to sort of the root of this, then it's just a self-fulfilling thing that just keeps happening.
Absolutely. And I deal with the stuff and the inevitable emotions that go along with that, but I need to rely on the knowledge of a therapist to
That
really
is
dig
interesting.
down underneath the behaviors.
Okay, well, let's talk about in our own homes.
Yes.
You know, as I said, I'm not a hoarder, but sometimes I do let things pile up. I sort of feel that neatening the piles
Yep.
is a certain sort of organization. But I know that's not true.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, when I do finally declutter, when I look at something and go, no, and throw it all out, I feel great.
Yeah,
Do
it's
most people
cathartic.
get that feeling? I mean, non-hoarding people, do we like that when we clean things up, or is that unique to certain personalities?
No, it's totally cathartic. And I think, I guess I want to express is that I don't just work with people who hoard. I work with, normal individuals who just need some home organization. So
Right.
it totally is cathartic to discard.
Good.
What a lot of people don't realize is how good it feels, and they're scared to go there. And so that's why
Yes.
they hire a professional organizer or a hoarding specialist to kind of be that objective third party to come in and assist them in doing so.
It's so cathartic that I thought about, we live on a ravine and we cut our tree up and throw it over the ravine. And I
Yeah.
thought, I'd like to just throw it over while it's still got all the stuff on it.
Yeah, yeah, love it.
All right,
I
so
love it.
Let's talk about some of the tools we need to get
Sure.
organized that make it fun. And can we start here? Because I am
Yeah.
all about the label maker.
I know, it's so cute and fun. So this is a P Touch Brothers. I think one thing when people think about home organization, they think, oh my gosh, I need to have a membership to Storables, the Container Store. You don't. I got these things at Storables. You can get them at Target and Fred Meyer. Organizing doesn't have to be as complicated as people make it.
Right.
I think that where people get tripped up is when I come into a client's home and they say, what do I need to buy beforehand? I say nothing. And
Yeah, let's not go there.
especially for people who hoard all the time. They have everything I need to do my job that they are underutilizing because
Right.
they can't find it in their home.
That's a thought, because I bet I have untold numbers of bins in the garage.
Yeah.
If I just got them out and used them properly.
And part of my conviction in my business, I love to be resourceful with what people already have. And I have no desire to rack up people's tabs higher than it needs to be. So I say, what do you already have that we can resource and utilize? And then if we really hit a wall, let's go to some of these super simple storage solutions that I can show you.
Okay.
So
So label makers help because
label makers help because they implement a system. So a lot of people, they want places for their things, but they say, well, I have 4 kids. And how is that system going to stay in place? A label maker, great way. And it's always, these come unstuck, these labels. And so you can change them. It isn't permanent. So this is a great way to implement a system and make it stick.
I like that
Yep.
idea. Literally make it stick.
Make it stick.
Okay, spices. This is, cabinets, of course,
Yep.
are always a problem, and it's great if you can afford all the gizmos,
Yep.
but if you can't, are things like this really helpful?
Super helpful. Again, Target, Fred Meyer, Storables, Container Store. This is how I organize my spices. These are actually my spices and some of my supplements I take. And so this can also be used in the refrigerator as well. I think it's like $7.99, super cost efficient and affordable.
And you can see everything, so that helps not just leave stuff in the back that stays there for years.
That is the kicker. So you want everything to be visible, because especially for a person who hoards, out of sight, out of mind. I can't tell you
Yes.
how many times I've gone to a home and they say, I'm out of this spice, or I'm out of toilet paper or paper towels. I can always find it, and they have so much in their garage that they don't even know exists.
I'm
because
starting
it's-
to worry about myself now. 'Cause
No.
when I organize my kitchen, I kid you not, I found 4 T-balls. You know those little
Yep.
T-balls? I found several of a lot of things that I've gone out to buy. I apparently could start my own store for caulking tubes,
Oh
the
my
stuff
God.
you use around the kitchen. Anyway, this is not about me.
Yeah,
but,
no.
so you've got shoes in here. Why
Yeah.
is that a good idea?
So this is kind of silly. I mean, it's one of my favorite things. So for women who have a ton of shoes, I don't know about you.
I have a few.
So I have 10 pairs of shoes. And I feel like maybe I'm the only woman in the world who has 10 pairs of shoes. However, this is great. And these are a pair of my flats. And this is a shoebox that you can get, again.
Right, and you've got a picture on
And
the
I
end.
have a picture. And so, you know, you can laminate it if you want to get really savvy with it. I just cut this out, and then they stack on top of each other. And so this way, your shoes are visible. It's brilliant,
That's a
right?
really good idea.
And it's simple, and it feels like you're shopping in your closet, which a lot of women love.
You've got to come back
Yay.
and give us many more tips. I love it. You can catch
Yeah.
Erica's episode of Hoarders this Sunday at what time? 9 p.m. on Annie. Plus, she brought gift cards to Storables for everybody in the audience. So we're going to
Yay.
get started with our organization. Thank you so much. That was
Appreciate it.
great help. The label maker.
Yay.
After the break, how to start 2017 with good financial habits as well. Best-selling author and financial expert Mae McCarthy is here after a break. That was awesome.
Thank you.